holiday, Sagittarius. It's EJ with EJ Star Tarot with a bonus reading, a holiday bonus reading. I'm using a different deck, and the card that you got is the Lady of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake is the High Priestess. This is you learning something, taking the initiative to move forward, being very wise, being very knowledgeable, being enlightened in a situation. This is finding inspiration in something. This is listening to your intuition as you move forward. This is also having some kind of psychic healing, or even being a psychic, right? Even, doing something in that matter, okay? Now, the next card we have is Stone 10. Now, Stone 10 talks about, tradition, right? Inheritance, prosperity, enduring that prosperity, property, wealth. But it also talks about tradition, okay? But what I'm getting really is that you are really coming into one, and you're feeling that prosperity, right? And you're doing things traditional, in a traditional manner that brings you wealth, right? That brings you great wealth is what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius. What else, Spirit? What else do we have for Sagittarius? Now, the Lady of the Lake, this is you again, really getting in tune with yourself and allowing that to guide you, right? Allowing that to move you in a good direction. Now, we have the Stone Queen here. The Stone Queen talks about being very nurturing. Again, a lot of abundance here, okay? A lot of prosperity, being resourceful and organized, being very productive is what I see here with the Stone Queen, which is really great because the Stone Queen is also, like the Lady of the Lake, very nurturing, very caring, very passionate about something, right? And that's kind of how you are, Sagittarius. You guys are very passionate people, very loving, and you're very giving. And I feel that because of the way you are, you're going to come into a lot of abundance and prosperity here, okay? I do feel that. I feel like you're going to have this wealth. Wow, okay. Now we have the Merlin. The Merlin talks about, I'm getting a different energy here with the Merlin. The Merlin, for some of you, okay, so the Merlin is the magician, being very resourceful, okay? So some of you are using your resources, maybe being very intuitive, maybe even doing tarot readings or something in that kind of area, something in stones or something I'm getting with gems or something. I don't know how that relates to you, but being very creative, being very insightful, having very, high self-confidence, and really being intuitive here, manifesting your goals, manifesting your abundance and your wealth here. That's kind of what I'm getting here, okay? Some of you may be even getting into the psychic realm, like being very psychic yourself, and being very creative with it. But some of you, again, may be working with stones, gems, or something. I'm getting, others of you, I'm just getting that you're being very resourceful, being very creative, and creating your own abundance, your own wealth here, and that's amazing. And it's like you intuitively know what it is that you want. Now you have the Grail, the Grail Hollow. The Grail Hollow talks about, again, abundance, feeling very joyful, having that healing. Some of you are going through a spiritual healing here, that is going to lead you towards abundance. Feeling very compassionate, feeling that growth, feeling, just having that prosperity around you, right? Here we go. Cards are just falling out for you. You have the Grail Maiden. The Grail Maiden, again, is somebody very creative, very artistic, very sympathetic, very, again, very inspirational, very loving and caring. And again, I feel that this is you feeling, again, finding that intuitiveness within you and just allowing that to flow, okay? Allowing that to flow through you. Again, being very loving, being very caring, very compassionate, being very inspirational towards your goals. This is what I'm seeing here. Finding that passion within you with this cup, with the Grail Hollow. Finding that and allowing it to overflow of abundance here. I'm just getting like, I have this exciting energy, this passionate, exciting energy for you, Sag. It's just like I'm getting lost for words and how to explain it to you. But it's an overflow of abundance and excitement. It's amazing. It's a great feeling. It's definitely a great feeling here. Now, the card that just popped up is the Grail 7. You are very, the Grail 7 says don't get lost in illusion here, okay? Don't get lost in the fantasy of the feeling that you have, to stay focused, okay? That's kind of what the Grail 7 talks about. That you might be, some of you might be overly ambitious because of how this energy is coming to you. Don't get lost in that, okay? Make wise decisions here, which I see you are making here. I see you making wise decisions, so I'm not, this is for very, very few of you that may just get, because this feeling is just so overwhelming. It is so amazing that you might get lost in that because it's like that holiday feeling, right? It's like, the lights and the music and just the beauty of it all. You get lost in it. This is saying don't get lost in it. You've got the Gawain, which is the strength card that says have self-discipline, right? Have self-discipline and don't get lost in the illusion of this feeling that you're going to come on, that you're going to feel, okay? Again, that passion within you, let it rise. Let it rise to the courage that you need to move forward here, because you are moving into something very beautiful, something very exciting, something very, again, here the Spear 4, having confidence, right? The Spear 4 is celebrating, having excitement, enjoying the fruits of your labor. Some of you may be buying a new home. You may be moving. Some of you are just going to be very successful here, Sag. Don't get lost in the illusion of it all. The flowering of Logras talks of, this is the World card. Do you see this? Celebrating success, things moving in your direction. Don't get lost in the illusion of it all here, Sag, because there's a lot to celebrate. As I was mentioning the holidays and how that feeling fills the celebration, the excitement, the lost in the fantasy of it all, right? Don't get lost in that. Have self-discipline, but enjoy that feeling of celebration. Enjoy your success, your abundance, your prosperity that is coming towards you. Happy holidays, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I wish you all the best.